You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It is August 10th, 2017. It is another episode of the Impact Implosion here on the Angry Marks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Draken, and to the 10% to my Trirus, we'll get into that, Mr. Mike Poland.
Hello, people out there who might listen.
Yeah, who will listen to this show on YouTube?
Yep, later.
So yeah, Sienna is also Sienna, we're going to start with this because I didn't mention this while we were talking. Sienna mentions that, no, they don't take 10% from her. And everyone's like, so that's a lie, at least on her end.
How much does she actually earn, I wonder?
I don't know, but considering everyone else is saying they do, yeah.
You're lying,
and please do not defend GFW bullshit. Please, you've seen what happens when people defend this company in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why we were talking about this was because of the reason why Brandy Rose left GFW. Apparently, she was offered a deal on a non-wrestling television show, and GFW won 10% from whatever she made from that.
Scummy.
Yeah. So, yeah, no. So GFW is going to want any movie 10% of any movie roles you get now. Look, you signed the contract that said 10% of bookings, independent bookings. It does not involve TV shows or anything like that.
Unless they put that in a fine print that nobody reads.
Yeah. Also, we talk about the house shows, which is very terrible. The usual GFW crap.
Yes, 300 people in Long Island.
Yeah.
Or in either Long Island or Staten Island, one of the two.
Staten Island, and they did a show somewhere else, too.
I've seen more people at high school assemblies.
Yeah, I've seen more people at the Jakara show, King of Trios.
Yep.
So, basically...
They have no names in that company. Well, no important names, at least.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you're a joke company. Despite the fact the name changed, you're still got the TNA stink.
And yeah, you're never going to wash that off.
Yeah, you're never going to wash the Dixie Carter stink, no matter how much you try, and no matter how much you say,
Dixie Carter stink.
Still more.
Dixie Carter stink. Ugh, that sounds like a disease.
Well, the Dixie Carter stink, and now the GFW bullshit stink. Because Anthem is in the bullshit business now of trying to fuck people over. Jeff Jarrett's a carny.
Yes, we've talked about that.
Yeah. So, also Moose re-signed with GFW.
Enjoy losing 10% of your earnings.
Yeah. Enjoy that. Because this company will fuck you in that shit. And then want 10% of the firm.
Mm-hmm.
For fucking you.
Ugh.
I know, it was disgusting. But yeah, that's basically the GFW issue.
Yeah.
But let's get to the show, because next week we will not have one. Thank God. Even though it does seem like a good show. But we open up with a backstage fight between LAX and the Veterans of War. And the fact that the Veteran Wars were not laid out from this makes me think that LAX wasn't really trying to kick their ass.
Nope. And it will get worse for these two teams later.
Yes. We haven't even... Sienna's in the ring, staging a sit-in.
We also have the video package of her match with Rosemary.
Oh, yeah, where she's like the hero lost.
Which is weird that Rosemary's the hero, but...
Yeah. So, yeah. Basically, she says, Karen's making me wrestle at Destination X. I want to know who my opponent is. Karen comes out like the big bitch out there. Karen Raptor. That's the biggest bitch out there. She basically acts like a complete heel.
You're doing what Sienna's doing. You're not supposed to do that.
And basically, she reveals it's Gail Kim.
And the promo goes from bad to worse.
But so Karen basically says, you know, you're the type of woman who the other
women hate,
and you look, and I'm like, and Josh is succinctly like, look in the mirror.
That slap didn't do you any favors, did it?
No. But he's
right.
Right though. She has never gotten the babyface idea working. She's not one.
No, she's a Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah. She's a heel. So yeah.
And you've already got Bruce Pritchard as kind of a heel as well. So
yeah.
You've got two heel authority figures. You got too many authority figures.
Oh, by the way, they were arguing with each other.
Oh, God.
Get to that shit. Gail says, I don't just plan to beat you. I plan to retire with the belt.
Bury the division. Goody.
Yeah.
The old Gail Kim is back.
Yep. Attempted to eat defeat, but Sienna rolled out of the ring. And they still fought. And refs had to separate them, but Gail was left standing with both titles in her hand, even though she hasn't won them yet.
Hopefully that means she won't win them.
Yeah. Backstage, Joseph Park is motivating Grado because they both got to wrestle against Congo Cat. And Park shared some wisdom about his football coach that neither could understand.
Because he never got the meaning of it from his football coach,
who died a couple years ago.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I never got the meaning of that. Why don't you ask him? He died a couple years ago. I don't know. Joseph Park's an idiot. Yeah. So it's revealed that Lamirda's going to face Low-Key at Destination X for the belt.
I thought he was freaking suspended. What happened here?
You know that suspension wasn't lasting long, and also, I think this was taped, so they technically still believe that he was facing.
I hope, even though I don't like Low-Key,
I hope he wins.
Yeah, even though I'm not a fan of his work, I hope they take the belt from him.
Also announced the Latin American Exchange faces Veterans of War in a street fight for the tag titles.
Jeez, the faces going in. The faces are stupid because there's a 4 or 5.
We're going to get to stupid. We're going to get to how stupid this is. But we get our tag team matches. Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. take on El Hijo del Fantasma and Naomichi Marufuji.
This is good.
Yeah, really good, actually. I was surprised by this match. Also announced the 6-man tag match. Lamirda, Seidel, and Dutt take on Key, Franklin, and...
a preview of all the big matches at Destination X.
Yep, basically. So, there was a moment where Garza Jr. was going to take his pants off, but Marufuji and Fantasma kicked him in the face.
That's what you get.
That's what you get. But later he takes off his pants anyway, and Marufuji just lets him do it.
What a call. He takes off his pants anyway.
Marufuji wins, by the way, with a sliced bread on Garza Jr. for the win. I thought Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. were going to win this match since they were the team that was set up, not the team that was, put together from 2 different companies.
Nope.
We get another OVE promo that reveals that what it means. Ohio versus everything. And then we get Grado and Joseph Park versus Congo Cat. They have to argue over who has to start the match.
This match should have went 30 seconds.
I know. And Josh basically explained why this whole Grado storyline makes him a heel. He basically admitted that he is doing this for nefarious purposes. He doesn't love Laurel Furness. He wants to stay in our country and eat our food.
I love that last line.
Yeah. He's trying to marry her under nefarious means.
And then have your audience that probably doesn't know what nefarious means.
Actually, I think Josh knows what nefarious means.
No, I said your audience, not Josh.
Yeah.
I know what it means, and I know you do too.
Yeah. Let's just... Congo Cat wins. Thank God these 2 buffoons didn't win.
And this goes from bad to worse quickly.
And he's about to send them to Splat Town. But here comes LVN to save them. LVN.
Why?
I don't know, but she slaps the cat, and the cat is about to slap her when here comes Tyrus. Or if his entrance video is any indication, Tyrus.
Dummies.
Yes, there's a hashtag in one of them that says hashtag Tyrus Smash.
Oh God, can I not wait for this Tyrus?
So yes, Tyrus now. We're calling him that. Fuck it.
What are they having? Like Laurel be involved with all these weird people?
I don't know. Tyrus and Congo Kong feud. I may need the cyanide pills for those.
She should be out of this dirty dress and have her character back that she had before this.
By the way, she still hasn't taken a shower since, I don't know how long now.
March.
I don't remember. I forgot to keep count.
Has she not gotten the,
I think I've given up. I think I've given up on the count.
I think it'd be like about 160 days or so.
Yeah, it's 160 days, something like that. But yeah, so basically, we see backstage, low-key, Franklin and Lee. And we learned Key definitely is Latino. He knows Spanish very well. And Franklin tells the other two, dude, you're not my friends. We're just business partners for tonight, so you stay out of my way. And they're like, okay. We get an American Top Team segment, and to continue this thing where Franklin may be leaving pro wrestling. And Jarrett's like completely against this.
No kidding. Lashley's one of his few draws.
Oh, he thinks he should do both, despite what the guy, the head of Top Team, who they're making out to be a dick, is saying. So meanwhile, we got a new talk show from Dutch Mantel called Down and Dirty with Dutch.
First like Smoky Mountain.
These are Franklin and Matt Sydal. They basically talk about this, their match and stuff, and he asked Franklin, where does he see himself in the top 100? He's like, well, that's pointless. Top 10, I see myself in the top 3.
Of course he's going to say that. What a stupid question.
Yeah. By the way, he called Matt Sydal Reborn Matt Sydal, which is his indie gimmick.
Yeah.
He hasn't been called that in GFW. He's just been Matt Sydal.
And this is the winner gets a title shot of their choosing.
Yeah, Sydal is tired of Frank. He's like, yeah, I can beat you. And Franklin's like, I'm tired of these X-Division guys trying to step up to the heavyweight. Or step up to me.
Even though Eddie Edwards beat you like 2 or 3 times last year.
No, yeah. I'm tired of this.
I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah. Gets physical by grabbing Matt by the neck, but security comes in and we go to commercial. Basically, storyline is here. Franklin thinks X-Division guys are below him, and Sydal says everyone is equal.
Just like Eddie Edwards last year.
Yeah. We showed from last week the heated exchange between Bruce and Karen, and they basically announced that Bruce plans to make an announcement next week, which will impact the entire roster.
Hopefully he's leaving forever.
Yeah. He no longer has Tyrus to back him up. Hopefully.
Nobody likes you, Bruce.
Yeah. Tyrus.
We don't love you.
No. So, time for LAX and the Veterans of War for the tag title street fight. And I said, if Veterans of War come out alone, they're idiots. They come out alone. They're fucking idiots.
5 heels against 2 faces. How do you expect
even Conan's like, basically saying, thanks to GFW Booking for giving us a match of our choosing.
Yep.
A match that we excel at. I'm like, with all this stuff, they gotta come out with somebody else. Nope, they come out by themselves. And basically, both members suck here. Wilcox, they do that mother of all bombs, but Wilcox fucks it up.
Which one's Wilcox? Is that Jack Stane?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's terrible.
And then Mayweather does a horrible spine buster onto the steel steps.
Spine on the pine, by God.
No, power bomb, not a spine buster, but it looks like because he slips.
Terrible. Just terrible.
And isn't able to get the full impact power bomb. So Mayweather is LAX wins. Mayweather is handcuffed by Low Key, and I'm like, dude, get back up. This is why you need it, because they're going to come out, attack you. They got 5, you got 2. They're going to kick your ass, and they win.
Next.
Basically, they've turned Veterans of War into a bunch of meatheads.
Yep.
That you're like, why the fuck should I care about these guys? What, because they're veterans?
One of these guys is green and the other one is crimson.
Yeah. So, faces talk backstage about their stuff. Then we get ACH and Ishimori, and I'm like, thank God for this, but unfortunately it wasn't that great of a match as I wished it was. I really was disappointed by this. Not the worst match of this of Super X match. I think the least good one was Desmond Xavier against Idris Abraham.
That's because nobody cares about Abraham.
I know, and that match didn't really go good.
That was more of a showcase for Desmond.
Yeah. Ishimori wins. He does his little finisher. I forget what that's called, but it's a 630 splash or something. Oh, 450 splash. My bad.
Movie!
Yeah, 450 splash. And after the match, Cedric Xavier comes out, shakes the hand of ACH, who's leaving. Then he gets to the stage and shakes Ishimori.
Yeah, and that sets up our match for next week.
Yep. I expected better from Ishimori versus ECH. I really did. But I expected better from that match. So, montage shows what happened last week, where Low-Key was revealed to be the new guy. And you really notice that without Bruce Pritchard, the show has been better for it.
That's because Bruce is terrible.
Yes, he is. So, during this match, which is a fun six-man tag match, we see that Sanjay takes the belt off Trevor Lee and hands it to the ref.
Why?
I don't know, but he hands it to the ref. Then we go back to Low-Key winning, Warriors way into Sanjay Dutt, and Trevor grabs the fucking belt and still has it while Sanjay's on the outside worried about his chances. And so is Lamirda, but we don't see Seidel at all.
Oh boy.
The show is get to see.
Yep.
Wasn't terrible. International tag match was above average, but there was the Gail Kim was shit. Tyrus was shit.
Karen Jarrett.
Yeah. Grado. Joseph Park, sadly, is not helping things. Veterans of War are fucking idiots.
Yes, we're going to have a street fight where we're outnumbered by 3 guys and not bringing
us. And we're going to wonder, how could we lose?
Because
you're an idiot.
You're going
because
into a match.
One of them's got handcuffs. One of them will handcuff you. It's no rules. Seriously, in any match, if you're outnumbered, you should come up with backup.
Yes.
In any street fight situation or any match with no rules, you should always have backup.
Yes.
But yeah, other than that, the Down and Dirty with Dutch was pretty good, although calling Matt Seidel Reborn was stupid.
Matt Seidel.
Yep.
And it's not a bad build for Destination X, which sounds good.
Yeah, it should be a good card. I'm sure some of the matches they'll try. It's been a bad build.
Right. It's not something you would pay for a pay-per-view.
And also, I got into a situation with one guy argument about should every match have a storyline or not? No, not every match needs a storyline.
No.
Never happens.
I hate that argument that people say, no, these matches don't have a build or storyline. Not every match on the show needs a build.
That would never happen. WWE, GF would never agree to it.
Watch a lot of
never agree to it. CML, I will never agree to it. There's so many companies that would never agree to that.
And here's the thing. Watch, old WWF or WCW, and you'll find that, half their pay-per-view matches don't have stories.
And if it says he's like, that was an antiquated, that's an, old time, ancient, times have changed. Yeah, times have changed, but yeah, not that. So yeah, I was with that. Even Vince Russo would say, who basically wants storylines and everything, would say not every match needs a storyline. Unfortunately, on Vince Russo, every gimmick match does need a history for it. Hello? Everybody still here?
Mr. Mike disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know if that's antiquated. I don't think that's ever really been a rule.
Yeah, that's never, or, it's old times and stuff. That I'm like, I basically said WCW had international matches all the time. Just guys would show up and wrestle.
Yeah.
And people were fine with it as long as the match was good. Not every match, but there does need to be storylines in the show. There does.
Yeah. But you can have a couple matches that absolutely don't need storyline. As long as they're good matches, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Or just the opposite. Everybody cares.
Yeah. Yeah, the audience will care about a match that doesn't have storylines. His argument was, why would the crowd care? And I'm like, good wrestling. That's what they came to see.
No.
They didn't come to see storylines. Basically, yeah. Not every match needs a storyline for the fans to care.
It's just that we live in an era where people think everything needs a storyline.
No,
if you watch old pay-per-views on the WWE Network, a lot of those matches were just thrown together.
Yeah, and it's not old. It's not an old situation. It's still, every company does it.
Yes, you have to have filler.
Yeah, you have to have filler matches, and just as long as the crowd is entertained by the filler, it's okay.
Yes. And on that note, you got anything to say? Because I don't this week.
Okay. Last week I did talk about the car crash. But I did forget to mention that the week before, 2 Saturdays ago, I did post the induction of The Erotic Ghost, which is a terrible porn movie.
Oof.
It's boring as hell. So this time I got another movie called Bikini Jones and the Temple of Eris.
Oh boy.
Which is only barely in there because there's a monster at the end. There's
a monster.
A terrible T-Rex CGI dinosaur at the end.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's barely in there. But yeah, it's a loophole. But other than that, there is no news. So with that said,
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Miley, we are going to bed.
You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.